I'd like to take this occasion to thank all of the Periscope live stream community that engaged with me in January and February of 2020 on this Vietnam quest. Je voudrais remercier la communauté Periscope qui a participé avec moi durant cette tournée au Vietnam. But I'm hazarding to guess it's around 3. There and abouts, more or less. Oh, this is intricate, very intricate. Amanda K. all day. It is I who thank you for coming in and engaging so nicely as you are and being interested. That has yet to be decided or determined. Oh, look at this. I think this is like a Lotus Pedestal. Let's have a look. Please do not touch the exhibits. Okay, but we can look. Take a closer look, Mr. Bill. So this is a column base with dragon lotus and dancer motifs. Wow, look at that. Look at how weathered that is, but they still have the decorative impact on every lotus petal. I agree, Amanda K. all day. It is. I mean, when you get something that's well made and it's old and it's worn, it still has, that thing about it that you would want to. Yeah. Well, it looks like it's been like rubbed over quite a few times. It probably is as smooth as it looks. I'm just gonna take what my eyes tell me. It looks smooth, and be content with that. Oh, look. So this is a jaw of elephants. Okay, and a horse. All right. So this is natural history, I guess. That's what I meant by natural history. So they include like all kinds of artifacts, whether they be natural or some of them are man-made. And we got some pagodas over here. There's a pagoda in the center of the lake, and it probably is tied in with that Hanoi origin story I was telling you. Although it doesn't look like this, but I guess pagodas are significant to this culture. So let's zero in on the blurb. You wish you were there. Well, isn't this almost like you were here? So here's outside. So it should be brighter out. I think these are tinted glass and we're in the shade. It's awesome, just stuff. So I'm going to do my best to like give you a really good image and make it so that you were here. I save you a little trip so you can make it later. How's that? And the boat was walking to and fro. That's cool. Oh, thank you. Okay, so we've seen this. So I think we get to rush upstairs because I have a driver and she's by the hour. But that's not the thing. It's just that we have another museum to go. She's taking me to prison. Yes. I'm going to the Hanoi Hilton. Okay, here's another one of those famous rain drums, bronze rain drums, and it's a big one. It's a big one. Unfortunately, there's glare on it, so you can't see the decoration, but we've already seen a few examples. Check out that bronze bottle. And that looks like an incense burner. And I guess that's money on a string that got buried and not completely excavated. Yeah, that kind of dusty stuff on old bronze is called foos. See all the dusty elements, not the waxy parts or the smooth parts, but the very matte looking stuff. That's called bronze foos, Foose. And you see that in a lot of Asian bronze is. Fus, the word of the day. So this looks like it's been waxed or polished, and they're interesting. Bronze, seconds, third funerary. See, so that's another example of bronze, but this is a waxed bronze with no fus to speak of. None. So you get a lot of variations in bronze. It actually looks like metal. So fusy bronze looks like almost ceramic, like an old ceramic pot. Fuseless, yes. Yeah. Fus deficient. So I think this is a stele, a stele stone erected in 1618 Dongfo Temple, and to commemorate rebellion of Kok and his sons against the Chinese colonial rule. All right, so whenever there was a big conflict, and you needed to say Kilroy was here and to give an account of what happened, you would put one of these up just so that there's no confusion as to what happened and who the victors were, which get to write the history. So those are examples of that. Tombstone of Victory. Yeah. Okay. Moving along. I'm not sure what these three-pronged things are. They look utilitarian. Oil lamp stands. Okay, so they are. So you put a bowl and I guess a wick, and you stand it on one of those, and they be broken, and that's one that's intact or repaired. Was once broken. Petrified chicken eggs. Okay. And looks like something made out of jade or glass down there. Do you see how it reflects and stuff? What does it say? Oh, it's pellets. Okay. So let's move along because I do have a driver that's waiting. And I am taking, chunky little chicken feet. Yeah, it looks like it's dim sum on Saint Laurent Boulevard in Chinatown, Montreal. Because they do steamed chicken feet in the dim sum. And not a fan. I mean, there's so much more to dim sum than steamed chicken feet. So it's not like I'm missing out on anything. Okay, so I don't know if this is. Let's identify what this orange stone is. I don't know if it's cornelian. So they call it semi-precious stone, agate, and glass. Am I a third letter agency? I think not. Semi-precious stone. And if I was, would I tell you? Okay. No, I don't think I'm a third letter agency. Certain dumplings are folded like that. Little pastries and stuff. What are those little oddly shaped bowls? Fruit trays, of course. Yes, you would cut fresh fruit there. This is another thing about this part of the world. There's an abundance of fresh fruit. There probably always will be. So these are miniature cooking pots and braziers. Okay. So the brazier part is under there, and you have a little pot, and I don't know if they're functional, but if you make them bigger, they are. Alrighty. So curved bronze. Oh, look. Here we have a mortis mori, a reminder that we are all mortal, and one day we shall just return to the earth. Some people have a mortis mori on their desk as a reminder of their mortality. It was a thing for alchemists. An alchemist would generally have a mortis mori on his private desk, amongst other things like quill and pen and all that other stuff. But one of the requirements was a mortis mori. It's Latin, folks. Okay, Pottery, Dong, Ho Chi Minh City, South Vietnam. All right, I liked it. Look at how pure this shape is, and how thin it is, and how big it is. Wow. What's it made out of? It's pottery, so ceramic. So in order for a guy on a wheel to make this out of a mound of clay, he has got to be really good with the pottery wheel in order to get a shape, a bowl that big and that thin. It's thin. It's about the thickness of, let me see what I could, it is pretty, just the shape. It's like a pure shape, you know? Yeah, it's pretty thin. It's about, in some parts, it looks like it's a quarter of an inch. But just because of the way that it's kind of like pushing the boundaries, it looks thinner, even though technically it's about a quarter of an inch. Okay, I think there's an upstairs here. If there isn't, then we get to rush off, and I get taken to prison. And you know, it's not far from where I'm staying, so we can always come back. But have we looked at this? Let's go to prison. Okay, you guys, you have had enough. So, would you like me to continue scoping, and we're going to ride with Mai on her trusty bike, and she's going to take me to prison? Or do you want me to scope down and then rescope when I get into the prison? There be more chickens. Those look like harpoons of some kind. Points. So yeah, they're for hunting. So yeah, that's what a harpoon. You would love to see if you have service. Yeah, I do have service. The service has been. How's the quality? These are axe heads. How is the quality of the feed, by the way? Is it consistent, grainy, blocky, excellent? Oh yes, keep scoping. Okay. Alrighty. So the tribe has spoken. More bones. So they were live animals long ago. Yes, consistent. I'm glad to hear that. Look, fish hooks, real fish hooks. People used to fish for their supper way back when, and when they figured out that they could bend metal when they melted bronze and whatnot. Um, there you be. There's proof. People fished in those times. They speared animals. Alrighty. I like these old Chinese chairs. They're generally made out of rosewood. I've seen better models, but in general, I like a Chinese furniture. There's a certain comfort level to it. Not like the really low to the ground stuff, but the stuff that's made for like North American human-sized people. Okay, don't know. Oh, there is an upstairs. Shall we just quickly have a run through? Shall we? I know we were all set on going to jail. So do we still have signal? Take me to prison. Okay. But look, we still have all this other stuff. I need to rush through then. We're going to rush through this stuff because we got to do it justice. Look, a huge turtle. Check out this stuff. Look at what you would have missed. So this is of a different era. And it looks like it's wood, but looks like candle things. So let's look at the era. 20th century. Okay, so these are newer centuries. And look at what technology brought. So they got real ornate. Woohoo! Imagine you open your front door and on top of the mantel, Taco is your husband. Okay. And you have this to greet it, maybe like a mirror in the center or something. Yeah, it's pretty there. Check that out. I need a place to hang my keys when I come in.